Welcome, gamers! Friday night, Grim Dawn A to Z. Just got back from the tap room. And I've got a new follower goal. That's right. If we get one follow of this stream, I will drink the mystery beer. Don't know what's in it. Brewer said it's probably oxidized, but potable. In any case, that remains to be seen if we're going to be digging into that. Right now, we have got a Battlemage on our hands. Should listen this back and see like how the music compares to my my voice. The old desktop audio there. Same calibration from last time I was playing YouTube music. Morndale says it was alright. Anyways, what were we doing? We had just made it to Bloodgrove. Means there are some upgrades in store for us. I am gonna turn this down ever so slightly. Well, it's already like really low, but it's, for me, it's way louder than the game. Is that just thing I have to lift with? Do I need to turn like the master volume up on the game so that I can hear the game over the music? God, is this what streaming's like? Is it just hell? Do you just live in audio hell? Tormenting yourself with a cacophony of sound, wondering if it's even good or worth? Things in my inventory. Ooh, that's a lot of chaos res. There's a lot of chaos res, but we are revered with the Black Legion, so we can make some fucking moves. But I might have been... Yeah, I think I was just gonna wait for this. Because then we can just get, like, Gazer Eye and shit on the jewelry to make up that, that Aether Res. But let's get in here. Woo! That is noisy. It is not fun for me. But I'll think we'll hold off a little bit on going after a new axe. Because we're just going to have to come back when we hit 94. Oh, the seals are flowing tonight, though. Oh, yeah, eh? Who is that? Bolvar. He did a bit of damage there, didn't he? Yeah, fine. Ooh, I gotta uninstall that. Yeah, do we wanna... to the Mogdrogan quest? Do we want to be set up to do it? I guess we found it.
Can't do that yet.
Okay, those aren't half bad. Oh, that's a bit hard to read there, isn't it? Where's a good place for that? Maybe we do it on 2 lines? Let's see. Do it on 2 lines. And we put it like right there. Maybe make it a little smaller. Let's just put it like up here. We'll do it on 2 lines. We'll do, well, maybe we don't need 2 lines. Maybe we don't be doing the mystery, drinking the mystery beer on a lunch stream, you know? Somebody did a sneaky lunch stream. If we don't get the follower. Tonight or this weekend, we won't go for it on a sneaky lunch stream. Trollheart Waistguard. Ooh, that would be something. Never. Oh, that's a shaman belt. Lame. taking some damage there. Taking some damage, and I was not recovering. I hit that a little late if I was going to hit it at all. How convenient. I do need to be a little bit careful on this guy, because I don't really have any circuit breakers. Yeah, that little vitality burst or whatever it is really thwacks you good. And my vitality res ain't the best. You know what? I think I go in here anyway. Because I gotta go in here twice to get at least 2 axes. Get one now and one when I have the quest to actually do this. Maybe we can get some other equipment pieces, other upgrades. It's a bit scary. Oh, I never even hit my my mirror. No reason to be scared at all. Relentless of Ruin. That sounds pretty good. Oh, did I just fucking get 2 Blazing Ruby recipes? Some bitch. And this is a upgrade. Ooh, that is a big upgrade. Why has that got so much fizz damage? Oh, jeez. I'm getting booty blasted. Oh, I should have grabbed the fucking... Oh, you know what? We can go turn in the things and we'll just do a run back. Should have grabbed the waypoint before I went in there. Oh, we've been starting soon for 20 minutes. It's like I even was looking at it and messing around with the fucking follower goal thing. Okay, yeah, fine. Have them. Oh, now you want me to go there? Yeah, well, I fucked up a little bit. I'll admit it. Ragnadar's Maw. A Pyromancer? Two-handed weapon? And so very interesting. I just don't have a attack leech, which is kind of useful. Okay, well, we'll get that later. We'll get that on our second go. We don't have to do that now. But we are ready. I am feeling a little bit fragile. It's a little bit more of that absorption. Do want to soft cap that at least. Oh no, actually, let's go where we got an inventor. Because this goes over this. You're using machinist powder. Keep the add-on. And then we want our machinist powder. Oh, we got all that Mankind's Vigil. Okay, so this can go here. And And we're hot hurting for Aether res. But we're not hurting for... Okay, well, let's double check, because we do need... Okay, so we do probably want that for bleeding resistance. Put our Mankind's Visual on that. And then we put our... Hold up. So that basically just kind of... That gave us a little bit of flexibility on the Chaos res. But we still got Mankind's Vigil. To make up a bit of the gap. Oh yeah, we got these two. Shit. No, we're committing. We're committing. We're gonna do what it takes. Keep the add-on. Keep the add-on. These. Do I need slow res? A little teensy tiny bit. Okay, so we want Aether and Chaos res. That's all there is to it. So a little Mankind's Vigil there. A little Mankind's Vigil there. A little Mankind's Vigil there. And maybe even a little more right there. Still not honored. Okay, so that bought us an absolute fuckload of poison acid res. So let's see, shoulder. Like, as soon as we get a good thing to put on our shoulder.
Have you found any blueprints? Okay, what's first? I'll keep an eye out. I'll give you a good price of what we've got left.
Who gives vitality resistance? That's some Ellie res. Here's Chaos res. Is it just Vigil? Because I could use a wee little bit, I think. I mean, I could have gone to Homestead. No, they haven't set up their stand there. I don't think that comes until you do Grivers. You do have it, but you don't have it until we get honored with you. Alright. That's right. I didn't get the Rift Gate. That's okay. Because we can just beat up these Bloodsworn. Farm up some seals. It's over in the secret area. Pauldrons of Blades? I mean, more armor. But less damage. Oh, they're a lot more armor, though. And they got some counter-strike. Interesting. Some DA and some health, and a lot more armor. It's weird. Do that... Someone just have some... They have about the same LA res, but I'm pretty sure that's all Prismatic gives you, so well, it must be... maybe built into the piece, or... those must have given it to you as well. Crystallium, prismatic diamond. Ooh, that's a thing you can put in your head. I did get some bloodied. I did get the bloodied ruby recipe. Not bloodied ruby, bloodied diamond. Doesn't it seem like there should be something here? Hidden here, maybe?
Do that yet.
Bullying the blood swarm. Hold on. This is where the dynamite is, right? Sure enough. Wait, someone hitting me? You're hitting me! Couldn't see you there for all the text. There you go. Got the Ugnabog leather. Wait. Is there someone in there? Are you sneaking up on me? Wait. A crushing of blood. Okay, I think this is a good place to reset. We got the waypoint, we can skip straight to it. Plate mail. I kind of want to go up there to see if there is a plate mail dude. I think very often there is. May as well make the most of it. Formidable grips of celerity up close. Come on, you some bitch. Get your ass over here. Relentless of something or other. Can't even use it. But it is a lot better than the one I got. There you go. There you go. The looks like it is a probably the highest base, but maybe just not as good as blood seems not ideal. Mystic of the Boar. What a boar. Look, a pile of stuff. Out of my way, you little shit! What do want to bully all these guys?
Can't do that.
Seal of Blades, Seal of Destruction, some bladed plating. health away. I did get a seal of might. And this is worth 20% Aether res. We could... I think maybe we get the Death's Vigil revered, or we can start putting that Vit Aether res stuff on. And then it a Seal of Might.
Skills
Maximus buddy with a raid 30 hombres entering my stream. Welcome in. Raid time. Hello, hello.
Let's get
Late night stream. Just got back from the tap room. But you just know I had to get some Battlemage time in before I go to bed. So that's what we doing. Oh, Daisy business? Well, I hope she does her business discreetly.
Can't do that yet.
And without incident, my friend.
Can't do that yet.
Let me know how the stream sounds, because I've got, I found some music I can use, but I have no idea how it sounds against my voice and the game. We're trying something new out tonight. But Maximus, hope you had a good stream. Forswaven, I assume, of some flavor. What's this guy doing here? You see this nerd here? What's he just doing, just hanging out in this room? Oh, wait a second. Comrade Chocobo? Oh, hold on. I would have thought there would have been notification. Maybe the notification service I have is was messing up. But here, let me check. 2 follows 2 minutes ago. Yes, of course. I apologize. I thought I had notifications set up that would show up on stream, but apparently they're not working at this time. But I do have a mystery beer. So as I mentioned, just got back from the tap room, and there was a mystery bottle amongst the Sixtals in the freezer. Not the freezer, but the fridge. No label. Glass is a little chipped. We don't know what it is, but I said, hey, you know what this is? And they said, no, I don't know what this is, but it's got no label and it's chipped, so we can't sell it. It says, all right, I'll take it home. The brewer said it's probably been oxidized, which could affect the flavor, but it's not going to be like poisonous or anything. Find a here we go, Pax Locum Brewing Company glass to put it in. Open it up to the old Pinball Kingdom bottle opener. Okay, it's a very, very light beer. Very light in color. Cloudy. Looks like it might have fermented in the glass a little bit because it's got quite a bit of head on it. Give it a smell. It smells a little fruity. Maybe a little bit of lemon. Just smelling it right now. Okay, I think that this is an old IPA. The thing about IPAs is they don't last. It's not bad, but it just don't have that stink to it, you know? Don't have that good IPA stink anymore. I'm not sure exactly what kind of IPA it is. But it's all right. I've definitely been served worse. And there you go. The mystery beer has been served. We're glad we found it because it had already been chipped. And it was only a matter of time before it got crushed between 2 kegs and we had a messy broken glass situation in there in the old little chill closet there. You think the music could be a bit louder? Game sounds kind of drowned it out. You think the music could be louder? Okay, no, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I am saying that it's really loud to me, and so obviously I've got to get a handle on this. Hold on a sec. If you don't mind indulging me a little bit. Does this make it quieter for you if I do this? Is this quieter for you? Yeah, because like I definitely if people say it's too quiet, I definitely believe them. I definitely believe it. Now you don't hear any music. Okay, let's do this. How does that sound? There's definitely music playing. Is that better? Music definitely louder. Okay, I've found a new knob that I can turn that does not change it for me, but changes it for you. A bit louder than the original. Okay. Okay, well I can definitely make some more adjustments if it the last bit of feedback, it's not too loud, but not too loud so it doesn't drown out your voice. I think the music could be a bit louder. Game sounds kind of drown it out, but not too loud so it doesn't drown your voice. Okay, so oh wait, I forgot I was fighting this guy. Oh, we got the Stoneplate Greaves. I can definitely turn the game sounds down a bit. A few taps lower than this could be good. All right, we'll shift it there. Now that did not change anything for me, but apparently it changes things for you. So. But thanks for the follows. I'm not sure what you were hoping for with the mystery beer reveal. I still don't know what kind of beer it is. We had a couple of IPAs, and it could have been any of them. But it's probably it's probably just too old that it's just lost all of its funk, you know. The only thing I can say for sure, it's not the pumpkin spice IPA. Alright. Well, thank you for the assistance on the audio balancing there, Sirash. Or Karash. I appreciate the help. And oh, I want to go kill those guys because I'm looking for flesh warp stuff. But let me know what you think about the music. I've only got about 50 minutes in the old playlist, but it is a free to use stream music, and a musician friend of mine has allowed me to play on my stream. Yeah, no worries, man. Or I guess we appreciate the help. But I hope you like Cadence. You just came from the Force Wave stream, now you're the real Chad stream, the Cadence stream. So y'all are definitely improving your lot. Cadence. Have you listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Whoever they got for the Foley on this, they knew what they were doing. Force Wave looks like nothing, sounds like nothing. All it's got going for it is the ragdolling of the people. Hey, I mean, Warlord is still coming up in the challenge. I mean, when Warlord comes in the rotation, I mean, what else are you going to do but Force Wave Warlord? We got to give it its due. We got to see, you know? Got to give everything their time in the sun. Well, it took me that long to get a Tainted Heart recipe? Huh. Oh, there you go. I didn't realize it got that. Upgrade. Don't worry, Max. You'll get some sleep. You'll get some sleep when Daisy's finally all tuckered out. And you'll get about 2, maybe 3, 4 hours of sleep if you're lucky, and then her dog endurance will kick in. And she'll be ready for some more attention. Oh, yeah, my VODs, yeah, I don't have any kind of weird filtering or anything. It should be basically raw. And that's a good shout. I should definitely check those out. Yeah. I'll check this one back in particular. I'd done that ages and ages ago. Like, I got everything, like, just perfect with the setup I had. You know, where I was basically just my voice and Grim Dawn as the only audio. And Grim Dawn soundtrack is fine. It's great, nothing wrong with it. But there's only so much you can listen to of it. Finally had to get some additional music on the stream. And we're playing 1.2, so we don't even have too much stuff to kind of break up the, you know, give us a little variety, you know? Yeah. Tuma stuff is pretty good. It's got a... I remember thinking to myself that it's got this kind of crazy synthesized... What's that guy's name? The guy who did Power Plant? What was it called? Power Factory? What's that guy? Power Plant? Anyways, he's got a... I mean, I don't know Tuma's gender, but Tuma that individual. They got a style all their own. I really had to learn the skips or the zips. There's a way to set it up where you can kind of like filter out the one of the audio channels. You know, you just play whatever the hell you want, and then you don't get any kind of issues. Maybe I'll look into that. Isn't this, is this the thing? Is this the one? Yeah, isn't that's the, this is the force wave thing, right? This guy right here. This is the good shit. Force wave time to no, we're gonna keep this guy pure. This guy is a dual wield Aether Scorched cleavers, and that's what we're gonna keep him till the end, till he dies. I think there's a strong possibility there is a force wave character in the future of this challenge, but it's not this character. How has everybody's week been? The all week? Drinking beer, watching streams all week? Well, good on you, man. It's decent work if you can get it. that. Hopefully, that is something that does not cause you an impediment. Alright, let's see here. Okay, so before I can do the ashes thing, I gotta go back and turn this other quest in. I do want to kill this guy. That's not what I'm looking for.
That skill's not ready.
I've been playing this guy for just under a day. Takes a little over a day for each of these characters, it seems like. Oh yeah, and then I gotta do the maybe we'll hold on to this. Maybe we'll use it. Yeah. All of these playthroughs are fresh start. No stash, no recipes, nothing. What do you got on you? You got Mankind's Vigil on you, so that means... Where did you go? There you are. That means... Well, we're kind of in the same boat. I've played a fair amount. I've got a lot of the challenges, like on hardcore. You know, I've done Caligadra. I've done Ravager of various flavors. I've played the season. I beat a few super bosses, but I've actually not really played that many. Of the masteries. So I'm trying to play through all of them in alphabetical order. And so we're playing them all on hardcore. And we're just playing them until we beat all the story bosses and hit level 94. When I started, I was thinking, yeah, you know, it'll take like, I don't know, 10, 12 hours at the most to go through a character, and that was a serious underestimation on my part. Fresh start, no stash, no recipes. That is something that does kind of. If only I was playing Elemental Cadence or something. Yeah, that's true. Like, nothing I find... Well, I mean, it's not that nothing you find is not worth keeping. It kind of depends on what I want to do with the save file, but honestly, that speeds things up a bit, because I can just look at something and say, like, okay, this is not, you know, Zarya's Pendant. Sorry, that's not a Battlemage item. Sell it. Alright? That actually speeds things up a bit. It does mean that things are a little less exciting in terms of drops, but it does speed things up a bit. I still have all the characters that I've played through, and I'm thinking maybe like, assuming I finish them, finish the challenge, I might go back and actually like take each of those characters through to some kind of in-game thing, you know, like do a super boss, Ravager, Kala or something.
I am told
Lokar at least, right?
I could not win the Legion was forced to abandon the bless. I've already Inquisitor Creed.
You're here. But I told
Okay, Lumber and the Sorrow's Bastion. Yeah, I've been having a good time with it. I definitely have increased my knowledge, even on the 3 characters that I've played so far. I have definitely increased my knowledge of the game a lot more. Darth Moth 666. Thanks for the follow, man. We already did the follower challenge, or the follower goal of drink the mystery beer. Here, let me get that off the screen real quick. I've got a glass. If that's the only reason you followed, I've got a glass of it right here. It turned out it was some kind of IPA. It was a pretty old one, so it's a lost kind of most of its kick. I can't tell which one it was. We had several, and it's just too old to really tell, but it was some kind of IPA, I can tell that much. I want to say it was maybe Cloudy Skies, but it's hard to tell. say it's not the worst beer I've ever had. If someone, I mean, as old as it seems like it is, you know, if I went to a place and got a pint of this, I wouldn't be that disappointed. How did I miss this? How did I miss this? I did the same thing with the Pine Barrens yesterday. Like, I walked straight past the thing, and I talked to the guy and got the quest, and I missed the waypoint. WTF. I should actually... I should go get that waypoint, because that's the one that you want for the hidden path. A lot to learn in games when you change perspective. Exactly. Exactly. Well, even in the little bit of time I've played so far, I realized that Grim Dawn is a very well-balanced game in terms of its classes. They all have something to contribute. Lurking and sleeping? Alright, Yodo. Well, we'll see you around. Do you think, a healer and MMOs? Oh yeah, that's that definitely can destroy your faith in humanity. I never really played MMOs. I played WoW for a bit. I got a character like level 60. I only ever played a warrior in it. But I have played support in Dota. And when all you want to do is help people, it's like some people just can't be helped. Oh, you played some FF14? Okay, I tell a lie. I have played FF14. Played a lot of it. I did all of A Realm Reborn and most of what's the next one with the one that's right after A Realm Reborn. And that is a good MMO. And the only reason I don't play it still is that the guy I was playing with he just stopped playing it. He just stopped having time for it. Heavensward, yeah. I like FF14. That's a good one. WoW has nothing on FF14 in my opinion. I mean, it's true. Like, I think honestly, if you're gonna commit to an MMO, you gotta have a group to play with. But FF14 was the one that was the easiest to play without a group. People were just generally a lot friendlier and helpful. Like, I remember doing the first time I ever did the, what is it? It's like Ramu. I forget what they call it, but it's the one where you fight Ramu for the first time. And we completely failed it. And if something like that had happened in like WoW or something, if you failed a raid or something, how salty everyone would have been. But everybody was like, hey, you know what? Good try, everybody. If y'all want to try again, we'll be around to queue up with you again, and we'll help you out again this time. And we got it in 2. We failed the first time, but the second time we got it in 2. It was a wholesome experience. Yeah. And that's kind of like what happened with me when I was playing it. And we didn't even get like to the end game. I mean, I mean, we got through part of Heavensward, but you do need something to keep you in it. Pick up groups that aren't going to get you all the way there. I'm getting slapped around. I saw a little regenerator in there. And there's loads of these. Did I get the regenerator? I don't think I did. That fucking regenerator. Alright, whatever. Oh, this is actually getting fucking... This is scary. It's because I can't find that regenerator. Alright, whatever. Yeah, I popped a cluster for that too. What a scary totem. Jesus. Yeah, he's right there. And they're just not they're just not dying.
That skill's not ready.
Damn, dude. Well, I had no chill. Yeah, that was my experience, and this was ages and ages ago. I think I started playing in Burning Crusade, and then I stopped right before Wrath came out. Late raid, light, bringing up the rear in a sneak attack. Welcome in. It's your favorite spot to be in the rear, huh? I'm doing good, Light. How are you doing tonight?
I can't do that.
I just finished up my shift at the tap room. Getting ready for some slap. Well. I hope slap comes easy. Actually, it was pretty good. We just got a permanent food truck partner for our beer garden, and they had smash burgers and The main thing was smash burgers, but they also had cheesecake for free. Every order came with some free cheesecake. But if you weren't here a little earlier, had a little impromptu sub goal. We found an unlabeled bottle of beer in amongst the kegs in the cold closet, and I took it home. And we had a follower goal of 1 follower, where I would drink the mystery beer if I got a follower. And we hit that goal. We hit that goal tonight. We smashed that goal, like the burgers that I had earlier. Not quite that old. It was fairly old.
Skill's not ready.
I don't know what exactly it is. I've still got a good. I poured. Our bottles are like a little more than a bit more than a pint. So I've still got a good chunk of it. No. I think it was an IPA. I'm pretty sure it was an IPA. And they just kind of lose their flavor when they're old. It's not bad. It's not the worst IPA I've ever had. It's not the best either. But we've had a few IPAs, so I'm not sure exactly what it is, because it's lost a lot of its funk. The brewer was afraid it might have oxidized a bit, and maybe it has, but I can't tell.
Skill's not ready.
I'm feeling a little fragile. I'm already maxed out on this. It is alcohol. We don't sell cheap alcohol though. We are definitely the bougie market segment of beer. If I want to take less damage or be more survivable, I was thinking actually bleed res. No, I'm good on it. I'm at 32, I could go to 40, and it's like 8 points worth of stats. I'm wondering if Fabric of Reality is worth anything, because I've got all this Aether to physical conversion, but I have absolutely no Aether damage. No flat Aether damage, anyway. And maybe having the stats is good. But I could just get, like, military conditioning. Yeah. That's health and physique. A guy who likes to be drunk. Well, you know, I can appreciate that. I'm a bit the same way. But, I tend to, just, like to only be drunk at home. Give me a bottle of $8 wine and nowhere to be except my own house, and I'm happy. But ever since I started serving alcohol, I definitely find myself drinking a lot less than I used to. Probably for the best. Warborn Paladins? Is this worth? It's very similar. To Fleshwort Pauldrons. Warborn set may not be that bad, but okay, it's not the, it's not the physique that's stopping me from wearing it. Yeah, it's true. This doesn't have Phys-Res, but this could have Phys-Res. Like, a version of it could have Phys-Res. It's like fighting form as well. What do you, that's this, right? Hold on, no, fighting form. Wait, fighting form, yeah, fighting form. Oh, that's, it's this. So you lose 1 point here, and you gain 1 point here. Or you gain 2 points here. I don't know if that's worth, because for my build, this is like literally just giving me increased physical damage, and this is like flat physical damage and main hand weapon damage. So I don't know if that's actually worth on the damage front anyway, in terms of the skills. Now maybe if I found some of the other pieces, because global. Oh no, that would be local, but armor absorption 10, Maybe I could get like an ancient plate instead of a scaled hide. Attack speed. The force set might be worth it if I had it. Yeah. See what kind of weapon he had. Infernal. That's a lot of. Oh yeah, we'll save it. The other part of this challenge is that I am on hardcore. Hasn't happened yet, knock on wood. But if I die on the character, I am allowed to use the stash of the character that died. So I am allowed to make another Battlemage and use this save file and reuse this stash and these blueprints. But only for Battlemages. Well, sorta. It's more just that, you know, I don't want to be doing this forever. You know, I could have just started a fresh file and done all the characters on the same stash.
Good. You've a rock. Very precise.
So it's kind of a middle ground between that.
It's stashed.
I mean, so far it hasn't been relevant. I haven't died on any of them yet.
It's safe with me.
No, we're not doing that. We're ignoring that.
Say anything you like.
This is more damage, attack speed, similar attack speed, better res. Yeah. So I'm just looking at the it's got less flat, it's got more increased, it's got more internal trauma damage. It's got comparable attack speed. It's got and it's Markovian's advantage and break morale instead of Oleron's rage. Yeah, that was what I was talking about earlier. Like, on the one hand, you know, you can't. If you find something good for a different class, you can't really use it. But on the other hand, it speeds up just sorting through stuff faster, right?
Got something you need stashed.
You just sell it if it's not relevant for your class. If I was more familiar with the game, that may not even be an advantage. You know, if I just was familiar with all of the, you know, the legendaries and the epics, than, you know, spot them at a glance. More familiar with all the various mods. Be pretty easy to tell like what's good and what's not, what's worth keeping and what's not. Mostly done whatever builds and launch what efforts are good. Yeah, I'm very much in the same point in my skill in the game. I think if you want to put the time in, you can get there. Like, you know, Wrecked, you know, doesn't even play with the rainbow filter because he's just so familiar with what all the mods are. You can get there if you put in the hours. Don't know if I'll ever get there myself. It is one nice thing about Grim Dawn is that it is the game where if you do just put in the hours, you can eventually learn that kind of stuff. Good luck doing that in, like, Path of Exile or anything. But that's also why, like, I kind of like the fresh starts. Because if you build up enough of a stash where you just kind of have everything, yeah, you never stop learning anything, really, man. But one thing I like about the fresh starts is that if you kind of like playing in standard in Path of Exile, right? Like, it just gets boring after a while because you have everything. But one nice thing is, while assuming that you can have everything, you know, if you could just have everything, there's definitely, like, the best builds. Or some very, 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 you know, very obvious kind of things to do. Doing the fresh start, you do get a little bit of just taking what you're given and making something out of it. And Grim Dawn is very, very well balanced in that respect. More hours in GD than you care to think about? Well, that's a little bit of credit.
Hollow victory.
But me personally, I like Path of Exile and I like Grim Dawn, but I do like them for very different reasons. All right. We are about 2 hours into the stream, so let's take a Okay, I need to address this because apparently I reached the end of the safe streaming playlist, and it just defaulted to things that maybe aren't so safe for me to stream. Hopefully, I didn't get caught on it. Here, let me check this. Okay, so we're probably okay. I'm not gonna get copyright struck or anything. Dang it, YouTube! I told you to play a playlist, and then you just started auto-playing any random thing at the end of the playlist and not just, like, looping on this. How do you... Let's just shuffle it again. We're shuffling it again. But it's about 2 hours in the stream, and I think it's time for a short little break. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. I implore you to get yourself your own snacks and things. You know, take a little bathroom break, and we'll be right back. Yeah. I heard some Faith No More. I do like me some Faith No More, but not while we're streaming. All right. Well, I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Got myself a cuppa. Got a little bit of food in me too. Plates on the D2. Chugging those potions. Yeah, it's strange that I think PoE's flash system was definitely a step forward for ARPGs. Oops. But at the same time, flawed in its own way.
It worked out. We cannot sit.
Hold on a sec. Yeah. Like the end-to-end game builds. I mean, on the one hand, it depends on what you want to do. If you want to do Simulacrum 30, if you want to do like Ubers, if you wanna farm Simulacrum 30, if you want to farm Ubers, then like the the permanent uptime flasks, and like Pathfinder, or just Mage Blood or whatever, are definitely like what you kind of have to do. I'm not sure if it's really Mage Blood, because like Pathfinder is better than Mage Blood. Like Pathfinder is everything Mage Blood does, but better. I think it's just generally flasks, and I'm not even sure if it's really that big a deal or that bad. But what I mean by that is, I'm not sure that the way flasks are, that they couldn't be reined in a bit and kind of, normalized. But, I don't know, it's tough to say. Flasks are definitely a step forward for ARPGs, like the system of that, like not having a million rejuve potions in your belt and constantly picking them up. But they definitely have their own disadvantages as well. They definitely kind of promoted the Zoomer, contributed to the zoom kind of playstyle that Poe kind of fell into. Dang, the boss hasn't even spawned yet. Sorry, I had to focus a little bit there. Yeah. I think Mage Blood as a chase item is alright. I think, Mage Blood as a chase item is alright, but kind of Magic Find is in a weird state. Like softcore juicing. There's just too many people playing the game. There's just too many people breaking the game over their knee, right? And yeah, Grim Dawn's got the energy pot and the HP pot, but it also has pharma. That's a fair take, you know. It's fair to say, like, I don't want to play that build. It's just not how I want to play, right? You know, it's like some people, they want to play solo self-found, right? They could play trade. They could get exactly all the items that they need to build exactly the build that they designed, but they choose to play SSF instead. So there's nothing.
What a curiosity.
I don't know. I don't know about Mage Blood 2 being too good. Though, because like I don't know if you like follow Steel Mage or anything, but you know, like in hardcore and stuff, you know, you don't need a Mage Blood, right? Like I was saying earlier, like Pathfinder is basically better Mage Blood. Now it's expensive, and it might even be as expensive as a Mage Blood, but it's still better Mage Blood. Like you cannot deny the numbers. You've got the same thing, got flask uptime. And you got 5 flasks, right? And then you got like healing on top of that. Far Mage Blood just to begin the game, yeah. I mean, it's definitely very much human nature to be like, once you know, like that there's a better, and I'm saying this in air quotes, better way to do something. It's really hard not to do it any other way.
Can't do that.
Kraken AZ, thank you for the follow. I think I may have I've talked about this before, like in general, but like there's the game Slay to Spire, and one of the big players in it, you know, one of the big streamer players of it, Jorbs, which if you're familiar with Slay the Spire, you're probably familiar with Jorbs. But apparently, I forget the term. But it's to do with the RNG of Slay the Spire, where basically the way that the RNG is seeded, you can determine outcomes based on events that happen, right? So, for example, and I don't know, like this is just a made-up example, but it's like similar to what you can actually do in the game. If, for example, if you get a cultist in the first fight of, you know, Act 1, and then you get like an event on the second floor, and it's you know, let's say it's like the statue event, then you know that your first shop is going to be, you know, contain a certain item or something, right? Just the way that the RNG is seated, you know, you can infer certain things based on certain things that are happening, and you know, the deeper in the game that you go, the harder it is to be able to predict those types of things. But you can still predict those type of things, and knowing that, for some people, the game is going to become not about picking the right cards and making the right decisions, but, you know, basically reading the RNG, like saying like, oh, I've got a cultist in this fight, and then I've got an event on this node. That means I'm going to get a potion here. Yeah, and that's not the kind of game that George wants to play, right? But it's the kind of thing that once you know about it, it's almost impossible to stop yourself from thinking about, and, you know, it's almost impossible to stop playing around, right? It kind of spoils the game for certain players. And that's just kind of human nature, though, right? That's why it's so hard to, like, nerf things in these types of games. Because it's like, you didn't know that, like, interaction was so busted, right, when you designed it. And then, you know, someone figures out something's really busted, and then tells everybody, and everybody's doing it. And then it's so hard to nerf it. Because if you nerf it, everybody's like, well, I remember what it was like before. I remember how good it used to be. I'm just going to be mad about it now. Yeah, that's what humans do. 20 hours on something. Yeah. I mean, I think it's the kind of thing you can kind of train yourself for. I think you can change your mindset about it, and just have fun with the game, right? Like, that's kind of like what Mathel does. He just plays the builds that he wants to play. And he doesn't worry if they're the most OP or not most OP. I mean, as an individual player, you've got some control over how you react to things, but it's still hard. As a game dev, it's really hard. Like, there's a lot of people who in Grim Dawn are kind of upset about the 1.2 changes. You know, upset about Sunder and things like that. It's almost like it's like a no-win situation. But yeah. Mathel is a very, very sharp individual. And also, he has a very mature outlook about video games. In that he just wants to enjoy them, and he doesn't care what other people are doing. Now, me personally, I like. I'm talking about 1.2 now on Grim Dawn. That's, you know, you can see I'm doing the dodge roll, so that's what we're playing. Me personally, I don't really care about the dodge roll. It's fine. I don't think it adds a lot to my game. And Sunder, there's definitely some bosses I see where they've done it right, and there's definitely some bosses and enemies where they've, in my opinion, done it very, very wrong. Yeah, the expansion's gonna be hyped though. Like 1.2 is like, you know, fine, whatever. Some new mechanics and balance and stuff, but the new expansion, that's mega hype. But honestly, Sunder seems like what they've done is kind of like, in my opinion, I would say the opposite of games like Path of Exile. Path of Exile got into a state where characters were so powerful, like simultaneously so tanky, and also could deal so much damage themselves that not only was the window for a monster to hurt them incredibly small, but whenever there was a window for a monster to hurt a character, they just couldn't do damage, right? Like, they just couldn't take advantage of it. So what they started doing is they started making monsters deadlier, and deadlier, and deadlier, and deadlier, and deadlier. To the point now where you just can't get hit in Path of Exile. Like, if you're getting hit, you're probably dead. And a lot of the bosses have mechanics that are like, you know, you have to dodge this. If you do not dodge this, you die, right? Or mechanics that are like, this thing just cuts off your recovery. Like, you cannot recover health points anymore, right? Yeah, it was power creep, but the way that they dealt with it is like, you know, they kind of saying like, okay, we only have this small window to do anything to the player, then let's just fucking kill them in that window. Let's just make them be dead, right? Let's make these attacks happen that if you don't dodge them or mitigate them completely, you are just no more. But what it seems like in Grim Dawn, what they've tried to do with Sunder is, you know, there's been power creep in Grim Dawn. It's not the same game it was all those years ago. What it seems like they're trying to do, because there's like a state of the game where a lot of the in-game builds just space tank everything. just stand there, face take everything, never take any damage. So rather than take the Path of Exile approach of, you know, an attack that if you don't dodge this, you are fucking dead. They have Sunder, where they've demonstrated in certain bosses and certain encounter designs where if you don't dodge this, you're not dead, but you have to start taking the fight seriously for at least a little while. There are definitely some fights that are like that now. Like, I haven't done, like, deep SR or super bosses yet. And there's some people, that are, you know, not happy with it. And there's definitely some implementations of it that, leave a lot to be desired, in my opinion as well. I do like that approach better. Like, there were some bosses that have, like, you know, they drop a meteor on you. Like, I think the Port Valbury boss, they have a meteor attack, and they drop it on you. And I remember before that would just do like a ton of damage. Like, if you get hit by the meteor, you just took a ton of damage, right? It might kill you, or it might leave you pretty low depending on your build. And now it doesn't do a lot of damage anymore, but it just sunders you, right? Sure. Well, yeah, I mean, but we're talking like those builds are like the characters who are just gobbling up Exarch balls, right? They're doing Uber Exarch and just hitting every single ball with their body, right? And you know, what can you do about that? I'm talking about like when you're mapping, the way that you map in like red maps, like tier 16s, is that you just don't get hit, right? Like, you kill everything so fast. And anything that does manage to hit you, you've got such great mitigation that it doesn't matter, right? Like, you just roll everything like a bulldozer. And how it got there, like the way it got there was just an arms race. Just everything doing more and more damage, players doing more damage, and the window of time that a monster gets to be alive and attack a player in Path of Exile is so short now that the way that it's designed, the way that a lot of things are scaled and balanced, is that the devs, my window to hurt you is so small that I just have to kill you when I can hit you, right? Like hardcore deaths,
Took you long enough. The coast of Cathan is
in a Path of Exile, like, it's not like most of them are just fine. I'm fine. I'm dead. Right?
It appears that the ritual is being.
I got 2 points to spend. %, fatigue, 1% health. Already maxed that out. Yeah. But, you know, long story short, it seems like Grim Dawn is trying to go the opposite direction. Rather than try to you know, seeing like where the game, like their ability to damage a player is very weak and small, like at the top level, or at least certain builds. Instead of trying to just make it where, you know, if this gets through, you die. They've tried to do where if this gets through, you have to pay attention. Right? They're trying to keep the pace of the game a little slower with things like Sunder. They're trying to get through the power creep but also keep the pace of the game slow.
That skill's not ready.
But they definitely, in my opinion, have done it in some places not so good. There are some enemies that the way that they apply Sunder just feels cheap and unfair. Like, you know, Dravis, for example, in Forgotten Gods. His Sunder is on his Ravenous Earth. And it's just basically like he drops Ravenous Earth and it's like, you know, you just can't fight in that area anymore. If you don't want to be sundered. I mean, honestly, like in Ultimate and stuff, most builds that are like recently tanky, like when you're leveling and things, most builds can just like power through the Sunder. But if that like happened in like really deep SR, or if it was a super boss who applied Sunder in that manner, it would be really not fun. And like you can run into like any boss in the game, like Sagerius from Eldritch Tomb. He does something very similar to Dravis. It's not a Ravenous Earth. It's not like shooting projectiles out, but it's like instantaneously he drops the earthquake underneath you, and you're just instantly sundered. Can't avoid it, right? Well, I mean, that's not even. It's like even if you're not melee, right? I mean, right? Characters who can deal damage at a distance are always going to have an advantage over characters who have to be, you know, on top of the enemy to deal damage. That's just always going to be the case. It's just like how dot characters who can just cast one spell and run around in a circle are always going to be more survivable than a different thing. It's just the nature of their playstyle, and I'm not sure that's the thing that really has to be like balanced around. Because some people just want to play like that, right? Some people don't like playing like that. I missed a wagon. But I mean, like long story short, the direction that Grim Dawn has taken with Sunder, trying to kind of just basically, it seems like they're trying to combat some power creep. I think that it's not the worst approach I've seen in an ARPG. Could be a lot worse. In some places, it's very good. In some places, leaves a lot to be desired. But overall, I appreciate the effort. I appreciate what they're trying to do with their game. And on that same token, I appreciate what GGG is trying to do with Path of Exile as well. Like, they're kind of the pioneers in that genre. To be perfectly frank, the online, you know, ARPG to the scale. Like, you know, you had Diablo 2 before it, but it's nothing like the scale of what like Path of Exile is. Right? Not even Diablo 3 was on that scale. Very much GGG trying. I don't know if they suck at balancing melee. More is... I mean... I think everybody, when they talk about melee versus melee sucking or not sucking, I think you got to talk about what you mean by melee. Because if you want to talk about melee, like this character right here, melee, this kind of character right here, melee, where I gotta walk up on the guy and do this, like this is my damage ability. There's almost no characters who actually play like that in Path of Exile, right? Like, you talk about your melee builds. I mean, sure, there's like double strike. Yeah. So if you're saying like melee in Path of Exile is like, I'm a character and I walk up and I do this, right? I walk up and I do that. I would say Mathel did a I forget which one it is. It's the one where you swing both at the same time. I think it's dual strike. Mathel did do a dual strike character that was obscene this league, so it can be done. But yeah, like there's no. It's not like Grim Dawn. 100%. When you say melee sucks in Path of Exile, it's not like Grim Dawn where you've got characters like this who are holding their own. There's no characters who play like this in Path of Exile, right? There's just no characters who play like this in Path of Exile. They're all playing like, you know, extra, you know, they're all doing melee splash with explosions, with extra strikes and you know, ancestral call and stuff, right? They're all doing something like that, or they're playing a melee skill that has like a lot of AoE, right? But if you want to, and I think that's why it's important to define what you mean by melee, right? Because 100%, I totally agree. Like a melee character like this character is a viable character. Like, I'm level 87 hardcore ultimate, and I'm running up the characters and doing this, right? This kind of character doesn't really exist in PoE. Right? Or at least they're not viable characters. But if you want to talk about melee characters in terms of Path of Exile, what I mean by that is, I mean characters who are using melee weapons with skills with melee tags. They're fine. They are fine. They are more than fine. They're incredibly powerful. I shouldn't have hit the mirror. But the pace of the game is just different. I think a lot of people, when they say melee, they're still thinking about in terms of, like, you know, Diablo 2 style melee or Grim Dawn style melee for Path of Exile. But that's just not the Path of Exile game, right? Maybe Path of Exile 2 will be a different, be paced differently, but oh, I hate this arcane guy. Oh dang, did I have the, I had items hidden. Shoot, I had items hidden. I had items hidden. Wonder how long I had that on. Clearing being the issue? Yeah. I mean, I think again, it's also a bit of a. We do need to be specific about what we mean when we say melee, because again. Like, I definitely agree. A playstyle like this character, like, you can do this in Path of Exile, but it 100% sucks. It's just not done. But on its own terms, or at least what the terms have become, melee weapons, melee tech skills, melee is fine. Like, Bone Shatter is a top tier skill. Glacial Hammer, you know, was like the meta for this last league here. You know, doing all the in-game content. But a guy who like stands this close, like this close, and attacks like that, you can build a character like that, and it can do a lot of damage. But it's just the pace of the game isn't built for that anymore. Yeah, it's just the pacing of the game. It's just not suited for it. The visual clarity is really low. The places that you can safely stand. Like any tool that you gave to a character that would allow them to, you know, face tank, as it were, non-melee builds would be able to leverage, right? And there's already builds that can just like face tank, right? It would just make those builds even easier to achieve. But I mean, that's kind of the thing, is that another thing to consider that a lot of people aren't willing to acknowledge is that builds that like play like this, that are like more melee than the normal, those are actually good at bosses in Path of Exile, right? Because you can get tanky enough, and they often have lots and lots of damage. Like Glacial Hammer, great bosser. But like Dual Strike or whatever it is, just ass loads of damage. But there is also the fact that it takes fucking ages to get them to that point. Like, clear speed matters. It really does. Ooh, that's scary. Bloodthorn Sigil. That must just be a rare drop. I think it's like the first time I've seen that in a while. I'm sure I've seen it before. Wait. Why did my mirror go off? I think I actually gotta respect this, and we go. You need to respect it a little bit more. Ooh, sorry, had to focus a little bit there. Seal of Annihilation. What's next in A to Z? Well, after Battlemage is Blade Master. So far, and I've been actually, for most of this, all of this is actually up on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which is linked, I think, in the thing, if you wanted to go back and look at what I've done before. But what I've done before is, starts off with Apostate, then it was Archon, and now we're wrapping up, hopefully wrapping up Battlemage, although these have been a little bit dicey, but I think it's just I'm at a weird kind of point in the power curve. Like like level 84 is a tier of items, and I don't think I have all level 84 items yet. Yeah, I'm still sitting on a lot of older 70, 75 stuff. And also I'm dual wielding. Like I don't have any ageism in here. I don't have any I don't have any circuit breakers or anything. Blade Master? Do I have a plan for it? I don't really have a plan yet. What I've been doing is open up a build planner and just filling every slot with an inlay or a piece of faction gear that does something relevant to the class. I've heard that Cold Blade Master is pretty good. Like I know that like in Steps of Torment, Alchemos has like a two-handed weapon that's good for a Blade Master. So I might build around that. We've still got a ways to go with the Battlemage though. We're not done yet. But Lugorium's Corruption. Ooh, I'd really love a Formidable Fleshwarp Pauldrons. That would be like perfect. But I am open to suggestion. For sure. Oh, wait, I don't want these legion supplies.
You've returned, and so our great moment of...
What do we get? We got a Life Giver's Signet. Alright, well, thanks, Creed.
I struggle to admit. You see, the Luminari have long been aware.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left. Put it to good use. See anything you like?
Nah. I thought of it, Rez. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there's a level 94 tier cask. Celestial, that's Ellie damage. It's a lot of Ellie resistance. Cooldown reduction is interesting. Impervious of Ruin. That seems pretty good as well. Soul warding. It's tough to say. Oops.
See you around.
But we have been streaming for about 3 hours, and it's actually a lot later than I normally stream. Thanks for all the new follows, but I think this seems like a good stopping point right after Ligorian. I do stream almost every day, so if you're interested in seeing how the challenge goes, I'll just check in. But possibly reach. Oh, well, thank you for the follow. Follow right under the wire. Let's see here. Let's pause the music. Let's take a look at if there's anyone online that I can hand y'all off to. If y'all are some Grim Dawn enjoyers. Yeah. Let's send you on to a staple of the community, Walking On Bodies. For those of you who are familiar with the community mod, you may know him better as Walking On, the guy who kills you with chaos damage in the community mod. But he is working on a Cold Reaper. Looks like he's on a little bit of a break. Let's have a little nice surprise for him when he gets back. All right, give him hell, but seriously, be nice. Let's see him over there. All right.